This is a Emergency Broadcast. Code Red, here we are. Pick up your iPads, your cell phones, and have me and listen to Uncle the Podcast. Watch out. If you're sitting down for this, or if you're standing up, you better get ready for this, because it's gonna hit the eardrums. Uncle the Broadcast.
You are listening to Uncle the Broadcast. My name is Aaron. I'm the nephew-in-law here with the Music Stars Show, Uncle.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are, 332 we are at. Well, people, we're reaching the gold mine. We're going to go to I'm expecting 1,000 by New Year's Revolution.
You're expecting
surprise sidekick here.
You're expecting 1,000.
Getting up to 1,000.
You talking about aluminum cans or something?
No, not aluminum cans. I'm talking about my podcast. I am pushing it up a little more.
You think we're going to hit 1,000 episodes?
Try to.
We're at 302 right now.
302.
Yeah, we're at 302 episodes.
We're going to, a 500 episode.
By this year's New Year's Revolution, you want to hit 500.
Right.
Is that your resolution at present?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fair enough. We'll go for it.
That's what I'm looking for.
Hey, why not?
I'm a little up.
If you believe it, you can achieve it, Uncle. That's what I say.
Well, we got to keep playing, though. The problem is we can't have days off. We got to push it on.
Oh, yeah, we missed.
Well, we missed a couple. I can understand reasons why.
We did.
But we have to work on it.
We do. No. We got to see what we can do.
Just saying that.
Yeah. And we're live on Sunday.
Here I am again.
Here he is again.
Talking about you know who.
I do know?
You know who.
Santa?
That crazy other man. If he ever is on the line here, Chuck, if you ever catch him,
man.
If Chuck gets him on the line.
Okay.
If Chuck gets him on the line.
If he does, okay.
If he does.
We'll keep looking for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
In the meantime, here we are.
See, Sidekick don't even know what I'm even talking about.
I think I might know, but we'll just see. When it happens, it's going to happen. So, hey. And we are live on Ocelli.com Sunday night, as we always are, live from the facilities of Ocelli.com, and also live stream video on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, a couple other things. You can call in. 319-527-5016 is the call-in number. Why don't you go ahead and join us tonight? Also use Skype. Type to Charles.Ocelli. Type him a message. He'll bring you on. That's Chuck, Charles.Ocelli.
Right.
Or call 319-527-5016.
Also, if you're listening in Spain, Australia, the UK, or Canada, and you want to save yourself the toll charges, do reach out to me on Skype. That's easier, and it's free if you just, make a contact out of me and all that. Charles.Ocelli, and I'll get you on. And that's the other countries listening tonight, Uncle. Australia, Canada, Spain, UK. Let's see, Australia, Canada, yep. That's everybody. Okay, that's all the countries outside of the U.S.
There you go, Uncle.
Thank you.
All
right, now. All right, let's get that first phone call ringing. Ring, it's the comedy hour, people. Let's get on the phone. Sidekick. I'm at my hour. I'm trying to get the man's ready.
We have a call.
There is a call on the line. Who is this and where you from? Hello?
Hello, caller.
It's public.
Oh, Jimmy James. What's going on, Uncle?
I knew it. I was just going to say something.
You saw that coming?
I saw it coming.
Okay.
Jimmy boy, you're the ace of my caller. I've got to say, because every time you listen, I got to admit, Jimmy, Detroit man, you listen to anyone that I say on my line. Because you're always in England, most of the time, not always, but most of the time, you're the first online.
You know, Jimmy, I think you ought to ask Uncle what he thinks about the cloning question, because that is an amazing thing.
What is that? What's the amazing thing, Chuck?
Well,
I'll let Jimmy ask. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, George Soros, the billionaire, I just kind of wonder, this son of his, I say he's a clone.
I'd say a clone. Of course. They're all a clone sometime.
They're all
the
clones.
sense around here having clones. They are those kind of people that want to be those kind of people.
Clones.
Clones.
Obviously, clones want to exist. Because a clone wants to exist, it does.
See, right. Uncle, I have a guy I talk to pretty regularly. He's a pretty smart guy who told me recently that everybody you see in public, everybody who is a public figure like that, they're all clones. They actually show you the clones on TV, not the real guys. What do you think about that?
Of course, they're trying to make actors out of them. That's what I think. Oh, I got to say.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I got to say. I went to the mall.
Oh, boy.
This weekend.
Oh, boy.
Well, you guys were out.
Okay.
Gone up to the desert zone. I believe we were, the swordmen, I think, moved again. They're there on the top, but they moved again.
You're talking about
swordmen,
pure blades.
Pure blades.
So they moved locations.
Location, right? From the top to the bottom.
Really? So they previously at the...
I didn't realize that when we were walking up there. There's blades. Your wife said, "There's blades."
Yeah.
Blades. Oh, it was blades, and they were going up the stairs.
They had that space upstairs for a while. They changed spaces to a bigger spot in the Tyler Mall.
Right.
And you're saying they changed spaces again?
From down.
They went downstairs. So downstairs at the Tyler Mall now?
Yeah.
Really?
Wow. This is surprising. And I'm always going to the right, up to the right, to the side. And there's blades. Blades. And they had the swords and everything in there.
You know what's interesting on Pure Blades, Uncle, is I did some Instagram stories this weekend on our Instagram, the @Uncle Podcast. And I saw that Pure Blades watched them. So Pure Blades is following us on Instagram.
They are watching us?
They're watching us, yes. That's a good thing.
And how come the owner didn't tell me? I mean, here we are. I'm talking to the owner. Yeah. I got in touch with that owner.
Yes.
And he asked, well, it didn't get to me yet to know if I could do a live one there.
Yeah.
But the point was they are listening to me, though.
Yeah, on Instagram they are. I don't know what with the podcast, if they're keeping up with this or what they're doing. But if they are, Pure Blades, come on now. You've got an open invitation to come on the show, but we also would like to do a live show from your store, if that's what we wanted to do initially.
That's what I wanted to do, and I was trying to get in touch with him, and you got in touch with him, and you couldn't get to him.
They didn't seem interested.
I talked to him, and I got to him, talked to him. We both did get to the manager. No, I'm talking about the manager, not the second person in charge, the first person, the owner, yeah. The owner itself. Yeah. I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't know if we've actually ever made it all the way to the owner and asked that specific question. Maybe not.
I have.
But
I haven't heard
for a while. Yeah, what's up, Jimmy? What are your thoughts on this?
I was just going to say, Uncle, I've never been big on swords, but I do have like 50 flipper knives. And some of them are pretty nice. I'm pretty partial to Damascus steel. What's your thoughts on that?
Damascus steel. Make sure it's not in the water, because then it will rust. We can't have a sword that can rust. What are you laughing at, sidekick? I can see him sidekicking and laughing here. It's not good to rust a sword. What the heck are you laughing at, sidekick? Well, he's getting a kick out of me saying there's no problems
I'm
over
just
here.
agreeing with you, Uncle. You don't want your sword rusted. That's for sure.
And that's the point about what you're trying to say, Jimmy, about this kind of material. But the kind of material you're talking about, it's got to be steel.
Gotta be. Stainless.
Stainless steel.
Stainless,
Yeah.
right?
Stainless steel.
Gotta be stainless steel.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy?
What do you think, Jimmy?
What do you think, Jimmy?
Well, it's like pretty complicated. It's a composite. It's like a half and half, my understanding is. But I also got some World War II Jap swords that my uncle took off some Japanese fellers he killed. And I know some things are holding up pretty good.
You got a pair of those? Jimmy, you got a pair of them?
Yeah, I got a couple of them. Yeah.
Oh.
They're bayonets is what they are, but they're pretty much sword size.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Whoa. They just put them up and hang them up or put them up there on a poster like I do my other stuff, my stuff. No.
It's a historical relic is what it is.
Yeah.
I also got some Hitler stamps. I'm not quite sure what to do with them. I don't think it would be appropriate to exactly like display them.
Oh no!
So it's
not in the United States. Let me tell you, you start doing that, and Maine, you have people on top of you. I can't tell you how many, but they'll go nuts.
So it's a German stamp. From Nazi Germany, right?
Nazi Germany, right?
Correct.
Is that right?
Yeah, that guy was on everything back then. He was like Queen Elizabeth on the English money. I mean, that guy was on everything. Postage stamps, currency, all that.
I know that, but then that guy, well, he did finally pass, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. He, at toward the end of the war, he died in a bunker. Yeah.
He did die in a bunker?
If you believe that story. Oh, Jimmy, tell us the real story.
I wasn't sure.
Tell us the real story.
What's
the story?
Tell us the real story.
That's the story. All I could say is there's never been a body of him or Ava Brown ever produced, so I don't buy it. And the story they did produce came out totally fake because they did DNA tests on the bones that the commies were holding, and it turned out not to be them.
Oh, so he could still be alive. Who knows?
Yeah, stories like that are difficult to corroborate. And then, I had heard a story that like he escaped to South America and was living there for many years. There's all sorts of interesting legends and things like that. And of course, the life and death of Adolf Hitler is kind of evokes that sort of thing. People want to tell like wild stories. You just kind of can't help yourself. So, yeah, who knows for real? But as the official story goes, he died in a bunker there, and at the end of the war, tail end of the war. So I don't know.
Well, that was just not something he came up with today, just to say.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, we're here. We're living in America in the year 2023, and it's an interesting place. And I haven't gone to the post office and checked out the stamps lately. I don't know what sort of interesting people or things they're putting on the stamps.
You don't even have a postal box.
I don't.
What the heck are you talking about? We got to get on a postal box.
Let's actually talk about that.
I know.
I was in Landers this weekend, and I stopped by Alien Expressions, and I've ruled them out as a possibility for a mailbox. The price wasn't where I was hoping it would be, so I'm not going to go with them. But I got to get a box. So it's going to be somewhere else.
Well, wait a minute. How come you can't get one at a post office? I get one. I pay like $100 a year for it.
I might go that route. I might go there. Right now, I'm kind of like looking for a place that maybe I can get to that has hours that I can actually make it and check the mail. That's kind of because I work regular business hours, and then a lot of these mailbox places and the post office as well are open during the hours that I'm at work. So if I can find one that has like maybe Saturday hours or something, that'd be preferable. And that's what Alien Expressions had, but it costs too much. So I'll have to figure out something.
It went up to
my post office, the door's always open. I mean, I could walk in there anytime and check my mail.
Yeah, I might go that route because, they leave those open for the post office box holders. So maybe I'll just go with a P.O. box.
What's the difference on P.O. box and a regular box?
It's subtle. It's subtle differences. So I usually like going with those mailbox rental places that aren't the post office, but I might just get a P.O. box. We'll see. But we'll find out. To be determined, Uncle. TBD, as the kids call it.
Because, there may be in coming future, coming in a new box. If you have one, but you don't have one yet. In future, I said.
Future box.
Future box.
That's where everything's going to come in a box in the future, Uncle. The future is going to come out of a box.
Well, we know that. They always come out to the box.
No, but the future is going to be emerge from out of a box.
Out of a box. Oh, wow.
The box from out of the box. It's going to be a bit like Pandora's box, you see.
Yeah, I'm sure bouncing in that crack room. Bam, boom, 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 playing a volleyball game going.
The crack room is busy.
I know it. I'm hearing them. Boom, boom, boom. They're going like a volleyball.
We've got Creative Accidents over there at the Ochelli.com chat, as well as Chuck. They're chatting away.
Oh, they're chatting.
So Creative Accidents is listening. Glad to have you there. Thank you. Glad to see you, Creative Accidents.
Crazy Accidents. I want you on the speed phone.
Yep.
Still waiting on that call.
All right in. You know the number. We know you know the number.
Yeah.
There it is. And also don't forget to Skype. So that goes for anybody.
And big ups to Techno Listener and something about Hunter Biden's 8-ball. There's another handle in the chat. New chat handles I haven't seen before. So there you go.
Oh, no. What are they talking about now?
Exciting stuff in the room there, Uncle.
Yeah.
Well, they got something they're yapping about, I can tell. But I can actually hear them. When the pounding on the ears. Click, clacking. And they are talking about something.
It's very good.
What? You just told us.
What they're saying, we don't know, but we know that they're saying something.
Yeah.
Somebody's saying something right now.
Well, what else can we have? I've been on watch shows lately. Been on HBO a lot lately. And then I went back to a few scene shows. But it was a crazy show.
You're watching HBO a lot lately, Uncle?
Yeah. I've been watching them now.
Okay, because two things I got to ask then. Things I got to ask then. The Righteous Gemstones just launched a new season a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if you watched that yet. And also, I know you're a fan of Netflix as well. Black Mirror released season 6. So I was wondering if you got into those.
Have you ever watched that show, Uncle? Black Mirror?
Black Mirror.
Oh, it's good.
Black Mirror?
Yes.
No, I haven't.
Crazy stuff.
I've got to go to start off with that one. Starting first season, though.
Should give it a go, Uncle. It's a good show.
In the middle, actually, shows I can go off of a movie. I'm watching a movie one. I've been watching movie ones, plung shows, and things like that on it. But
well, the Righteous Gemstones on HBO is a comedy, right? Black Mirror is one of those crazy twist things where there's a crazy twist at the end of every single one of those episodes that's really twisted. One way or another. Matter of fact, the darkest episode I've ever seen is in season 6. Aaron, it is.
Oh boy, really?
It is the darkest.
Some bad ones too.
Oh, it is more horrible than on a personal singular level. It is more horrible. It has the worst mass destruction thing ever in a Black Mirror episode, and it has and in this season, and also the worst personal, just serious Dark Night of the Soul problem in it. And they went weird.
To anyone,
Yeah.
To anyone, I'm just curious, is this show that you're talking about like an anthology or is it a continuing series?
Well, Black
Same
Mirror,
characters?
yeah, Black Mirror does not have the same characters, so it is an anthology type series, but it has an interconnected universe. Like, for instance, at a certain point when I thought the show was totally going to be over, they did something called the Black Museum, where they had artifacts from all the previous shows in the Black Museum, but the Black Museum was not connected to the other characters in any way. But there were artifacts from it in there. And there's always Easter eggs in different episodes to show you that, it does exist in the same universe. But they went really, really, really weird in this season 6. And I also thought they were done because they only did 3 episodes in season 5 and stopped. I thought they were done because of the pandemic, and then they just never went back to it. And I could have swore I read they were canceled. And then all of a sudden this thing popped back up. So it's pretty wild. And yeah, if you don't believe me and you don't want to see, I'm not going to give you guys spoilers, but Beyond the Sea is the darkest individual thing I've ever seen on there. And I think it's called Demon 79 is the most mass destruction crazy thing I've ever seen. And by the way, they actually don't do everything all techie in this season.
Really?
They went really weird. Yeah, like one of them is practically like a horror movie. And another one is like a crazy, almost a throwback to the 70s sort of weird sci-fi kind of thing. Yeah. So the first episode is typical Black Mirror style stuff and links to almost everything you were talking about in the first hour, by the way, about AI and producing entertainment, and Netflix. It gets itself parodied pretty hard in it. It's pretty weird. Yeah.
Interesting.
That's what you were talking.
All right.
Yeah, but just pure comedy though. Pure comedy on the HBO guide though. I'm telling you, the Righteous Gemstones is funny if you get into it. But I would suggest you watch from the beginning if you haven't seen any of the previous seasons, because I think they're on season 3. But yeah, they premiered recently too. So okay, I'll shut up now.
Sounds cool, Uncle. It is a good show, Black Mirror. If you want to binge watch something, binge watch that.
Right. Oh, and Creative Accidents is asking what Uncle thinks about AI marrying people, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I marrying?
Yeah, somebody used this. Jimmy brought this up in the previous hour.
I didn't hear it yet.
I guess in Colorado, the officiant for a wedding was an AI, an artificial intelligence computer was the officiant of a wedding. You like that idea?
Well, wait a minute now. Now you're getting into science fiction. Now this fiction is, future. This is coming.
No, it's here.
No.
It's present.
Already here.
Yeah.
It's already here.
Okay.
But it was coming then, but now it's here.
Oh, you mean you saw this a long time coming?
Yes, that was it.
You saw this coming.
It was coming. But everything, hey, you look at yourself now. You're on computers.
I know.
The brain has got a chip in you.
It does.
And right now you're operating that way. Now think about that a minute.
Okay.
Us people.
I'm operating
We're sitting here on a broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
2.0 on mine, and now, but he had his last out. So what do you think we were doing? We had chips in our heads. We don't have them yet.
Neuralink.
This is what everybody is doing now.
It's all the rage.
It's outrageous.
It's outrageous. It's preposterous.
That was what.
Jimmy, you were the one that brought up the story. Is there anything you want to add to that whole thing with the wedding and all that?
Yeah, the wedding thing. Right.
No, I just heard the story and thought I'd bring it up because I guess it's the first wedding performed by a computer.
Well, it will feel very, very strange, I gotta say.
It would feel strange to be married by an AI.
Yeah. In a way, because it's computed.
Yes.
And here we are. Where is the guest? You don't see him. The
No, that's interesting.
you don't see him. You don't see the guests that you order for the president of the weddings.
Oh, do you?
The people?
Are you thinking it's like in a virtual reality? Is that what you're thinking?
Bingo.
Oh, Uncle,
hey, you're getting better there, so I can't. You're getting that head fixed.
No.
And I think. What do you mean? No. Just a moment. This is what's happening. This is what's going to start out. But wait a minute. We need people first to be in a wedding.
Oh, you think so? Your take on this story, Uncle, is that it was just done in a virtual reality, like a video game,
in some way, but not in the way it's supposed to.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying.
No, this one had people showed up, and not only did the people show up, the officiator, the robot's the one that emailed the 30 people that showed up.
Right. Yeah, exactly. That's for the guests of people that are watching the wedding.
Ooh, they should make that into an app. Make that into some sort of service.
You see, that's what I'm talking about. That's part of the party of the guest people that are waiting to see the wedding.
Uncle, the Silicon Valley VC guys are going to be all over this. Like, oh, yeah, we got to invest in this.
Oh, yeah. Once even somebody says anything about this on my podcast, and then they're going to look into it. Of course they're going to look into it. What else is there them to do? They got nothing else to do.
Uncle, maybe you'll get a finder's fee for it.
A finder's fee?
Yeah, you found this out.
Yeah, I should get a finder fee.
That's what I'm thinking.
But about doing this, since you brought it up.
The check is in the mail.
Check should be in the mail, phone.
I hope so.
We should have it.
That'd be handy. That'd be real handy. Yeah, oh man, isn't it exciting? AI is marrying people.
AI is marrying people.
It's marrying people. Yeah, there's possible people cloning themselves. There's what else were we talking about on here? I don't even remember. All that stuff is happening. Pure Blades changed their location, for goodness sake. They're in a different store in the Tyler Mall, I guess.
It's still in the mall and down there on the floor. I call it floor side.
Floor side. They're on floor side.
They're on floor side.
I just can't keep up with everything.
I mean, well, you haven't been out there, so you don't know.
I haven't.
No.
I have not been there for a while.
I've just noticed it because actually your wife mentioned it. Said there's blades. What do you mean blades? It's on the other side. I'm looking down at it and I said, I ain't sure. There's blades down there. How the heck they moving again? She saw it. Your wife saw it.
Yeah, she's observant. She'll catch that kind of thing if she's out.
Yeah. She's out. She was out with me and my sister. We were out just to the mall, and we saw that. That's how we noticed it.
Oh, Uncle, do we want to talk, because we both saw the new Indiana Jones movie? Do we
we can
say anything about that? Give your little review of the movie.
Yeah, we
perhaps?
can do that. Review that. We got a review tonight. I mentioned to save. I forgot about this reviewing stuff.
We saw it on the 4th of July.
We saw it when
we were on the 4th of July.
4th of July, we went to see the last Jones movie.
We saw the Jones.
And I saw them all. Of course, they still have to see the skull.
That's the one I haven't seen.
But I've seen them all. Me and his son have seen them all. Mm-hmm. But I'm ahead of him because I saw the last one.
Very good. Yeah, I haven't seen the Crystal
No, I'm talking about your son.
Oh, no. He ended up seeing the new Jones himself. His grandparents took him there.
Oh, he did see him?
Yeah, so
he did go see it?
He went to go see it, yeah.
All right, trying to catch up with me. Oh.
He's trying.
So here, well, we've gone through, out of those, now I want to ask you guys questions.
Okay.
About this, what? Have you seen any of them? And we'll have a discussion about if you didn't watch them, and I'll talk about them next week.
So we're asking the audience this?
Yeah.
So audience, have you seen any of the Indiana Jones movies? That's a question?
Yeah.
And if you have, what?
If you have, we'll have a discussion.
Yeah. Call in with your Indiana Jones.
A discussion if you have seen them.
Yeah, if you've seen any of the Indiana Jones movies, you just call in and you tell us about it.
And then I'll have a review, if not this week, probably next, for just to catch up if they haven't.
Did you want to talk about this new movie at all tonight, or do you want to not?
I'll hold it off until
wait? Okay.
Wait until
other people
have seen it, or have they not because they known about it.
Okay.
But I just want to
too soon.
Have the people see it first.
Okay. Oh, you don't want to spoil the movie.
No, not unless they didn't see it. Okay. And they saw it, then I can talk about it, you see.
I see.
You don't, you otherwise you ruin the problem.
You don't want to step on people's toes.
Exactly. That's the point.
Yeah.
So there may be one, if everybody have seen it, well, see it now, do it next week.
There we go. Next week, coming up
in the following
Get ready
week.
For that.
Next Sunday, we'll do that. But I have to know if you guys have seen it.
Creative Accents is saying that he's seen Power Rangers dubbed in Estonian.
We're not talking about Power Rangers. What the heck is Power Rangers? That crazy accidents. I don't know what he's thinking. I was talking about this Jones for his last episode.
He's talking about the Pink Ranger, the Black Ranger, the Blue Ranger.
I never heard of him. I haven't seen the first Ranger.
The Rainbow Coalition Ranger. Every Ranger you can think
I don't know where that crazy accent is. Where he's looking at movies. What kind of movies he's looking at?
He's watching Power Rangers. Now, interesting about Power Rangers, I do believe the original TV series, that Go Go Power Rangers song, I want to say that Buckethead plays the guitar part on that theme song. I think that's right, but I don't know. That's something I want to believe is correct, but I'm not 100% positive on that one. I think guitar virtuoso Buckethead plays the guitar on the original Power Rangers theme song.
I'll believe it. Buckethead's way too cool to get involved with all that common crap. He's an intelligent man.
He is. Yeah, he is. Yeah, it seems too good to be true almost, but like I forget where I kind of came across that. I don't know. I might be making that one up. I'm mandala affecting myself is what I'm doing, which we all tend to do from time to time. Have you ever mandalaed yourself, Uncle?
No. That's just a waste of time trying to do those kind of things.
Yeah, it is.
If soon, this here, so that's for the next week's show. Now, I already got it pushed up the head on the head week school for the next week's show.
Well, it's good to know what we're going to be doing.
Yeah. So, keep an eye.
You asked if anyone seen the other Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What do you say, Jimmy? Have you seen them?
Have you seen them? Yeah. I've seen
the three real ones, and then I've seen the Crystal Skull one. Not the newest one, though.
Right. Okay. See, that's what I mean. I don't want to ruin it. I'll let you go to the movies.
Yeah, we would have ruined it for Jimmy right now.
Yeah, I know. I would have ruined it. That's what I said. I mean, so you go see it. Get time. Just go see it, Jimmy. And we'll have a discussion next week. Oh, and if you get anybody else on this line, Chuck, if you could get anybody else on the line, throw it out to him the same thing.
Ugh, goodness.
And yourself, too, if you want to see it.
Oh, yeah. Well, look, anybody wants to call in, 319-527-5016 is the number to call, or reach out to me, charles.ocelli on Skype. Send me a message, and I will call you into the show, so anybody can join at any time, Uncle.
Oh. Well.
They can.
So, because I'm going to have a review, like I said, the next week, just to find out how many people have seen it. Because I don't want to ruin it, like you said. I don't want to ruin it to do it, because me and everybody here have seen it. So, and I'm not going to say what happens until everybody has seen the new one.
Yeah,
because I'll review it then. I'll do that review. Yeah, because I was thinking about that after you mentioned it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty good. The new one was better than I thought it was going to be. I'll say that real quickly. I didn't expect a whole lot out of this, but it exceeded that expectation. So we got that going for us. So yeah, go see it if you want to, everybody. And then next week you're going to hear about it. Get ready.
Yeah. Let's make sure you all see it first. That's all I want, because I don't want to ruin it to people. Okay. And if anybody else is listening in here, and even in the crack room, if you haven't seen it, go see it. Mm-hmm. Anybody listening, go see that, because you may get called to know the following week if you have seen it to call in.
You might. You may well do that. Yeah.
I already got mine for next week.
Yeah.
How do you like that?
Wow, that's really...
I work myself ahead. You see?
I see.
I work it ahead of me.
Okay.
Ahead of schedule.
Good planning.
That's how I do my schedule.
I don't do that.
You go behind. You don't know how to do things.
I'm constantly running behind them.
Yeah, but I do things ahead of myself. To know, because then I know I can get into something to talk about.
Yes.
Because you wanted something to talk about. Tonight, for example, I'm dead. I don't know what to talk about. Yeah. Other than if the callers call, like Demi does. I mean, I'm just dead and I can't put what to put to talk,
Creative Accent says another question. He says, Uncle, you guys do Christmas in July?
Christmas in July?
Do we celebrate Christmas in July? Do we do that? You ever see that? Seems like a no, huh?
Not really. Yeah. Crazy crackers we do in July. Do a bunch of crackers. Of course, we have a dog that's scared of crackers, and I have to...
Oh, you're talking about the fireworks. Yeah,
crackers. Yeah. That's cracker. That's Cracker Day. I call it Cracker Day.
The crackers are all out through the streets on July 4th, as we all well know. These crackers are going crazy.
And one of our dogs don't like that noise, and I have to gotta watch him put him in.
Yeah.
He's scared. He's actually scared. Yeah. If anybody have noticed, any dog you have is scared of fireworks. I have one that's scared of fireworks. I never ever heard of a dog being scared of fireworks.
You never heard that before?
And since we have this one,
yeah.
I mean, I was shocked to hear about that, but that.
Yeah, they get scared by it for sure. So watch out, everybody. Go easy on the crackers because the dogs get scared.
So.
Creative Accents is saying he misses your dictations on Twitter. So he's telling us we need to do more tweets, Uncle.
Tweets? Oh, no, we haven't. It's you giving this to me.
I know.
You're the one, sidekick.
Yes, I know.
Yell it. Yeah.
I am.
Crazy Accents, you are asking me? You should ask sidekick that question because I get it from him.
Yeah.
And he doesn't give them to me. So... give that message to you.
We need to do more.
Kick it back to you. He's asking you that.
Yep.
Why are you asking me? I'm the one. I'm getting them. You get them from me. You.
We need to do more. We need to do more. It's no doubt. I agree. We'll do more tweets hopefully coming up. Yeah.
Well, God, you don't have much time. You're always working too.
And then Creative Accents keeps talking about an armadillo. He says, Uncle, you want me to send you an armadillo for your yard?
Armadillo.
Do we want an armadillo in the yard?
Wait a minute. Is that an animal?
Yeah, it's an animal. It's a mammal. We don't have them out here, but out in Texas where he is, they're just a wild animal. They look like...
are they petted? Or they have like a pet?
No, they're not domesticated. They're wild animals.
Well, how's he going to get one if they're not petted?
Oh, I'm thinking it's not alive is the animal that he's talking about.
Not alive?
Maybe it's a stuffed armadillo? He says it's a Texas squirrel.
Oh.
It looks kind of like an ankylosaurus, or it looks like prehistoric.
I wouldn't mind if it's a stuffed one. No, depending on what it is.
You want a stuffed armadillo?
I'll put it in my room.
Okay.
I mean, if that's what it is.
Why am I
alive? But if it's a live one, I don't know if my dogs would like that.
Would they eat it? Would they eat the
They might go after them. If it's a live one. It's like crazy accidents. Go down the crazy accidents.
Could be a funny thing to put out in landers just in the sand. That way people think it's a real one.
Well, you can put it out there. You can put it out there.
Yeah.
If it's a real one.
Could be a funny
but
show.
I don't know what are we talking about? Is it?
You really don't know what an armadillo is? You're not sure what that animal is?
It's like the green thing.
No, you know it if you saw it. Here, let me see if I can pull up online on the internet, do an internet search and show you. Because when you see it, you're going to be like, oh, that thing. Here, let me pull up a web search so you see what an armadillo looks like. Armadillo images. There you go. Do you see that? See that? Does that look familiar?
Oh,
One of
those
guys?
things.
Yeah.
They're like pigs.
Yeah.
Oh, those things. Oh,
It's a marsupial, I believe.
Oh, no.
I think.
Put them out in the desert. Those things. No. I would have liked the green ones.
The green ones. Armadillos?
No.
Green animal?
No, the green animal more than I would like
The
them.
Lizard.
Yeah, the lizards. Like,
Okay.
I would have liked instead of them.
Armadillo.
He's talking about armadillo. Those things are heavy with a hard shell.
They look heavy. Yeah,
No.
they're an odd-looking creature, aren't they? They're very bizarre, and it's one of those things you look at and you go,
The dogs would actually go after them, too.
Yeah, if they saw one, they would chase it for sure.
They would definitely chase that.
Gosh, they're bizarre looking. It's hard to believe that's even a real thing, but here we are on planet Earth, and that's walking around in Texas. Who knew?
Guys, we have a brand new Skype caller that I'm going to try to add here, but I am unclear. I believe they are an international Skype caller.
Bring them in there, Chuck.
Yeah, okay. I've just gotten confirmation that they want to be added, but I wanted to make sure before I tried to add them in.
Yeah, good.
All right.
I don't get anybody new. I always get people new.
Yeah, this is brand new, and I think they're from another country, so this will be interesting.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great if we could swing that. Yeah.
All right, Jimmy.
All right, cool. So perhaps an international caller and a
International caller. That's a first.
No, not at first. We had the lady from Spain, don't forget, and you get...
yes, I forgot about that.
It's happened
Forgot
before.
about that. Yeah.
And
Not too often. But
you got the guys...
exciting.
Well, hang on. You got the guys from Australia before, okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Captain Flash, right? And also the Ford Freak, Ray, right?
Oh, yeah.
And Robin calls in from Canada. That's not America.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, I know. Yeah.
All right, so I'm not sure how this person wants to be identified, but we'll find out in a moment as I try to add them in. Let's see what happens here. I am doing it. You can probably see it, Aaron, that you'll see that I'm trying to call this person in.
Oh, okay, on Skype. Yeah, let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see the magic happening there.
Yeah, it's lagging a little, and I don't know if it's because, I'm not sure. Don't know what device they're on. Don't know anything. But they appear to be added in. So, Skype caller, if you want to identify yourself, you're live on the Uncle Hour.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. How are you doing?
How you doing?
It's Lara from Spain. Hey.
Oh, yeah, you're back. Okay, cool.
Oh, you're under a different Skype handle this time.
Who?
Okay.
Yeah, she's under a different Skype handle. We've heard from her before. I
remember the voice.
I apologize.
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot your name.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And
So how you been?
Good. I'm a little bit worried because I told you, hey, I will watch Top Gun 2 the next time I call you, but I didn't watch it, sorry. But I'm going to watch Indiana Jones next week as a homework. I promise.
Oh, you got to go through them or the first? Have you seen them all? Have you seen them all?
The previous
most
the
of
previous
them,
ones.
many times.
Oh, you have seen them.
Yeah.
Now,
many
do
times.
go see the new one.
Yeah.
Like I said to these other people on this line, you go see the new one, and then I'll have a discussion next week.
Good.
If you
I will
wanna
love
be
it to analyze it.
Oh, yeah.
And I will
we'll
get
have
surprised thinking, oh, it's not that bad. I expected more propaganda. Oh, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
They got me.
Okay, so just go watch it, and like I said, and we'll discuss that, because actually Sidekick here reminded me that we seen it, and I forgot all about it.
On the 4th of July,
On the 4th of July, we saw it. Mm-hmm. I forgot about it.
Very exciting activity to do on that day. Yeah,
so
all American.
Oh, yeah,
very exciting. Yeah, what's going on, Lara? It's good to have you back here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good to listen to you as well. Hello, everybody. You're doing the nice show. I love it. Lately, you are doing
No. Continue. What was
you
that?
say? Oh, Aaron, you are doing good shows lately, and it's wonderful as well. The second hour jokes and things with Uncle. Love it.
That's
Both of the shows.
That's my shows. See, huh? Ah, nice.
Yeah.
You gotta learn that. See. Well, you caught up on any of my new old ones? Or have you caught up with any of my
the
old
old classic episodes?
Oh, the classic ones?
Yes.
Just ask. You have? Oh, okay. I just was wondering.
Yeah, many of them.
Oh, so.
Yeah. It's very cool. Yeah.
You know what's a good question, Aaron?
I haven't heard from you in a while, so it's good to hear you again.
You know what's a good question, too, Aaron, is which episode did I come in on as producer? Because I've been doing this for a few years now. And I know somebody said to me recently it was way different when you weren't producing the show. Of course, it was different. I wasn't on it all the time.
Yeah.
It was a different show. It was a little different. Yeah, it wasn't way different, but it was different. Yeah.
When did I hire him?
Different.
When did I hire him?
When did
That's what I'm trying to think. When did that happen?
I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to think myself.
It's hard to remember.
It's like 5 years ago. It's like 5 years now, Aaron.
It was 2016 at
maybe 6 years.
At the latest. It might have been 2015.
At Orange, it was.
It might have been 2015, 2014, even. Maybe.
No, it wasn't 2014. I didn't have the network in 2014.
15.
No, I didn't have the network in 2014. So I was on other networks in 2014. And 2015, too, it shouldn't have been. The earliest it should have been is 2016. Because I launched.
It must have been that year then. It must have been that year then. But I had to ask you because he was doing okay, but just couldn't get enough of it to what I wanted done until, of course, you stepped in.
That's why that happened.
And that's how it happened.
Yeah, because in 2015, I was learning how to broadcast.
That was it. Yeah. So was that?
Okay, well, it's 2016 then.
2016.
It would have been.
Before that, I always had a producer before that. So
then it was 16. Then that's when they came in, 2016. That's when they came.
History.
So that's nearly 7 years now.
You answered it.
I mean, that's got to be that's the earliest it could be, but I can't remember what episode it was. I'm thinking it was like episode 50 or something like that.
It could have been. I'm jumping up there. Mm-hmm. Could have been 50.
Yeah, because you guys were guests.
In the 40s and the 50s?
Yeah, because you guys came on my show as guests, right? And I think Tony was still producing. And then one night, it was weird because you were like, oh, Uncle's never been a guest on a show by himself before. And I was like, so, let's do it. And I brought him on my show as a guest just because I was like, man, this podcast is so strange, so different from anything else. And I had him on for like a full hour, Uncle all by himself.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was 16th. It was the 16th we started you. I believe so.
That was it. That was
I'm sure it was that year.
So we figured that one out.
The first and longest lasting of the show. You know what? Creative Accidents, I bet you knows this off the top of his head. Like which episode it was that I enter into as producer. He probably knows.
He probably does. Knowing him, he's probably got it in his head.
And there was a couple of shows different because we started out that first night. I think you did Themes and Memes in the first hour. And then it was Uncle in the second hour.
Mm-hmm. Right. That was the first one, yeah.
Right. And back then, the show was called Trans Resistor Radio.
Oh.
Yeah.
What a difference.
Yeah. That was a difference. Yeah.
It was.
And it started, this all started in Orange, by the way.
Yeah, that's where we were.
It started in Orange. That's where we started the show.
Yes.
So from there up to here now.
That helps me remember, too, what time it would have been is because I knew we were there and not out here in Riverside.
No, we weren't in Riverside.
No,
we were
not when we started. No.
Not when we started. We were in Orange.
No?
I do remember that. In a little house.
It's all clear now.
Yeah, we know that. All right.
Yeah.
So,
but here we are. We're talking to international callers. It's exciting.
So,
who knew this was going to happen?
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's so cool. It's good. It's amazing how I forgot to thank to Chuck Ocelli, really, to be the host as well, and all the others programs he have. We really find the revelation through your conversations. It's amazing. Yeah.
Thank you.
Did you hear? Oh, by the way, I wanted to ask. Did you hear about the one in the desert? Did you show her the desert? The desert scene. The show.
No,
Did you ever see that one? Because we were talking about the shrimp.
Oh my! I know what he's asking.
Just the shrimp man.
You know what? I can't remember your name, but have you seen the video of them? Yeah, have you seen the video? They put out a video online of them going out into the desert.
I saw a video about a wall or a fence, but I don't remember more. Maybe there are.
Oh yeah. You're talking about. She's talking about the DIY video of how to build a fence. We did that out in the desert.
That's the only one I watched.
Oh,
we did that.
Yes.
Yeah, that was on Instagram.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So are you up on the story of Gerald Sanders and the all-you-can-eat shrimp? Are you up on that story? Do you know about that, or have you missed? Did you miss those episodes?
That's on. If you want to check my Instagram, you go ahead and you see that too. It's on there. He got it on there. Yo, you're gonna get a kick out of it. Believe me. You're gonna have.
Aaron, did you put it up on YouTube as well?
The YouTube channel has the video where we go looking for the restaurant.
Yeah, I'm going to YouTube.
There you go. Yeah, I was just thinking YouTube. I know she uses YouTube.
Yeah, because that's gonna good laugh. You want a good laugh? There you got one.
I will always
look it up.
But you got a whole series of podcasts to listen to because they discovered this place out in the desert, seemingly in the middle of nowhere, that is an all-you-can-eat barbecue shrimp buffet. Right? Yeah. Have you heard about that? Or you haven't heard those episodes yet?
Yeah.
You have?
But from where are they getting all those shrimps?
Well, that's a good question.
I mean,
that's a good question. Also, why would you put a restaurant out in the middle of nowhere? They found it on Google Maps, and then we went over the pictures and stuff.
So we had to go investigate.
And Uncle's like, I want some shrimp. Let's go. And so they went out there, and you got to see this. This is a unique piece of video.
You're going to have a good laugh. Watch that.
It was fun.
It was fun. You got to watch that.
Good time.
I'm searching it.
Yeah.
The search for Gerald Sanders, yes.
The search for Gerald Sanders. It hasn't called back yet.
We did get a call from Gerald Sanders on the show. Yeah, he called in.
He called once and said something about you get a free lunch if you do this talk and on it, and free lunch. Give me a break. We go out there and do no damn lunch. Where's the damn building? Got me aggravated. Yes? Hello?
It's a little bit aggravating.
What happened?
Yeah.
Everything's good.
So this is what I get. So I got aggravated. Been still talking about that. Took me a couple of weeks to get over it. But I was still talking about it on the broadcast. Still him waiting on the call on that guy if he ever does show up again.
We'll see. Time will tell. But yeah, we're getting toward the tail end of the show, Uncle. Do we need to do shout outs now? What do you say? Should we do that? I think we should.
Oh, yeah. Shoot out a shout out. Let's see. We had Jimmy first, and then her.
Yeah, it's usually me who reminds you of the clock, but believe it or not, right on time. This is, where the shout-outs go. I wasn't watching the clock very closely.
I know you weren't. You were listening to the show.
No, I was listening to the show, and I was handling the chat.
Okay, you.
And somebody else wanted to call in via Skype, too, but they're not responding to me now. I had another Skype caller, too.
We'll have those for shout-outs. So we'll have Jimmy first, and then the caller second.
Yes.
All right?
All right, Jimmy.
Go ahead.
Who you got?
All right. Shout out to everyone that listened this week. Thanks to all you thrill seekers. Make sure to tune in next week.
All right. Great to have you, Jimmy. Thanks for calling.
Oh, are you guys going to be live next week, by the way?
You mean?
Are you good next?
Are you guys going to be live next week, by the way, Aaron? Real quick.
Next week?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll be here next week.
We'll be here next week, yeah.
Okay, I want to make sure, because next week there's going to be a whole lot more content and live shows coming out of the network, so I want to make sure you were going to be part of it. Okay, cool. So we'll look forward to another Age of Transitions and another Uncle next week directly live. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we'll be here. Very excited. Okay, now, Laura, this is shout-outs. Who would you like to shout out to tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to the people. I forgot to say, hey, Jimmy James, hello. Hey, I want to say might be no clones. Those people, I mean, there are plastic surgery. So don't you believe that? 100%. I will say that you can change the face of a person to make it similar to another. I don't know. Another day we will talk about that, Jimmy James.
You think more plastic surgery than clones is what you're saying?
Yeah.
He's gonna be. That's gonna be a talk.
That's an hour there.
Well, but next week, second hour, Indiana Jones review.
Yeah.
Review.
Very good.
So, get on and watch. Go to the movies when you can and see it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to ruin it on people that hasn't.
We won't do that. How about to this week? Next week, maybe,
next
but
week
not
the
this
show. So you guys go look and see it.
Yeah.
That you too, Chuck too. You want to see it?
Yeah, if I can get the car running, I will. Okay, 'cause I'm still struggling with that. Believe it or not. Anyway,
I can't believe it. You still with that?
Yeah.
You still with that, Chuck?
Yeah.
No way. What the fuck?
I changed the starter. I did. Oh, please. You don't even want to know. We don't have another 15 minutes for me to explain the mess for a month now. Anyway, sorry.
For that.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm trying to get it.
Buy a bike.
Yeah, I know, but, look, you don't want me. You want to put a blind guy on a bike? Okay, cool.
No, that is not Amsterdam.
Thanks for that.
Forget it. That is not Amsterdam. Come on.
I mean, make some.
We got to get him on a motorcycle. What are you talking about?
I'll get a GoPro and we'll call it O'Chelly's Last Ride. There you go.
Yeah, but thank you for calling back in, Lara, and please do call again. It's always great to talk.
Try to call back in for, of course, next week if you call in, because we'll be talking about that.
Yeah, so we'll see on you soon.
Go. And also, I'm going to have a shout out to everybody that have been listening, and you all that have called in. I appreciate the call in on my hour. Mm-hmm. That's my shout out.
Thank you.
Oh, what are you going to do?
I'll shout out to Chuck. Chuck, thanks for being the producer.
Yeah.
We don't even mind at all that the storm took out the signal last week. That's just what happens. And we know that only some natural act like that is the only thing that can stop you. So thank you, Chuck. So there you go. This is Uncle the Podcast, UncleThePodcast.com, at Uncle Podcast on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you for listening. We're going to keep going into the future. Tell your friends and family and maybe even people you don't like. Tell them about the show, too.
Yeah. About the show and have it. No.
That'll teach them, won't it, Uncle?
Yeah.
Make new friends and enemies and influence
I got
others.
so many listeners. You're shocked. Psychic.
It's shocking.
I mean, it's shocking.
Yeah.
But other people didn't listen.
But that's it for this week, Uncle. So why don't you bring us on home?
Here's our show 332 and the 40s. Bye-bye.